Now, I was deliberately telling a little white lie, but it was a good lie because I needed to frighten my daughter so that she wouldn't go into the street. At this particular point, whatever father says goes. This is the way she's thinking. She's not saying, oh, this is good advice of my dad, this is not good advice of my dad. When my daughter is 13, if she is still afraid to go into the street because she's going to get killed as a small bug, my work as a father has failed. I'm going to actually arrive at a position where I'm going to actually take her hand and show her how to cross the street. Yes, to cross the street by herself. We first of all go to the curb. We look to the right. We look to the left. We look to the right. We look to the left. Do you see any cars moving? Where are they? Are they far enough away such that you can walk across the street? That's the question you have to decide for yourself. In other words, I am allowing her to arrive at the position where she knows good and evil. And she can decide for herself when it is safe and when it is not safe. Once again, if my daughter was 20 years old and she was still asking me to hold her hand while she crosses the street, I would be a total failure. This is, I think, is what happened with God here. He told a white lie to Adam and Eve. Why? Because he wanted to introduce this marvelous fruit of the knowledge of good and evil to his children by himself. He wanted to do it himself. And guess what? Eve went ahead and took the initiative. But when he found out that she took this initiative, what was the solution? Take it back? Return back to her no questions asked infancy? No. God was not going to produce a poison tree in his garden. He loved his children. There were no poison trees. No poison trees. And therefore, no tree was going to cause their death. If Eve had thought about it a little more, she would have said, oh, the knowledge of good and evil, become like Dad, like Daddy. That's what it's all about, becoming like Daddy. So that was the hook that Eve used by way of eating. But first of all, touching. She tried to touch it first. Maybe she bumped against it. A Jewish commentator said she probably bumped against it and nothing happened. All of a sudden she realized Adam doesn't know what he's talking about. As a matter of fact, he didn't know what he was talking about. The serpent is the only honest communicator there. He's telling Eve very clearly, you will not die. Nothing will happen if you touch it. So he is actually contravening not only her husband, but actually the God who stands behind and has informed her husband.